Hello everybody. Yes, I'm talking to you, my subscribers, and you. You know, I wanted to do this midweek episode because I got things going on that I haven't talked about yet. So from time to time, I'm gonna do a midweek episode just to give you a real-time update, of what I'm doing. My name is Rick. Join me as I refit sailing vessel Frog's Leap with an eye towards taking her to warmer places. I get to spend only a few days each month on the boat. That's why I call the channel Marina Queen. I certainly believe that you got to have some sharp tools around you. And those sharp tools, they'll correct you when you need correction. And that happened in last Sunday's episode. I've got some super sharp subscribers. Came back to me almost immediately and said, you really shouldn't use a puller to install bearings. And the reason is because if when you look at that video, what you notice is I'm pulling on the outer race of those bearings. So I'm putting a lot of pressure on that inner race as that inner race gets dragged across the shaft. So you could do damage to the bearing that way. Well, I've since learned that the better way to do it is to use a clamshell puller, which would apply pressure on the inner race instead of the outer race, or use a press. So I just wanted to make sure I let my subscribers and my future subscribers, yes sir, just press that subscribe button, I appreciate it. I'm so thankful for their wisdom, for their experience, and their willingness to share it with me, my goodness. So I don't think I did any damage, but when you talk to people who have the experience, they'll tell you, and they have told me, hey, you can damage those bearings that way. So I won't be doing it that way. In a pinch, like if I was underway on passage, I would rebuild it the same way because that little puller is small enough. You can carry it on the boat. You're not going to have a press on the boat. Yeah, in a pinch, I would do it that way again, but I think it's important to just recognize that it's not the best way to do it. So I wanted to come clean with my subscribers and my future subscribers. Yes, I'm talking to you. That's not the way to do it. But you got to see me do it. Hey, I put it together. It works. It's chugging along, no leaks. I think it's probably going to work for years. We'll see. Thank you, Bob. Bob from Ohio. Getting some credit. Oh, I'll give you credit. One of the things I haven't talked about a lot is my future plans, sailing plans and stuff like that. I have lots of plans. It's going to be must-see TV, baby. You know that. Look, here's the big news of this episode. I'm relocating Frog's Leap. Oh yeah, I'm relocating. Relocating Frog's Leap. Whoa! Yeah. Whoa! On August 19th. It's an all-veteran crew. It's going to be me, a Coastie, right? Retired Army, and a recently discharged Marine. So 2 retired guys and 1 Marine, and I think it's going to be awesome. I love the fact that it's going to be an all-veteran crew. There were other people that I was talking to about crewing with me. If I was talking to you, then please know that I'm still going to be talking to you. Things happen in people's lives, so you got to have a backup plan. And so if I've been talking to you, I may still reach out to you and say, hey man, do you want to do this? I had the opportunity for all-veteran crew, so I went with that. It's going to be like camping. It's a small boat. If we're underway, whether it's daytime or nighttime, someone's going to be on the helm. I have a autopilot and it works, but autopilots are not perfect, especially in following seas. It's extremely dangerous to allow your vessel to get beamed to the seas. And that can easily happen when you are running with the seas. So we'll probably be, unless it's really, really calm, we're probably not going to be relying that much on the autopilot. Well, we're going to be hitting marinas and anchorages all the way down. So we're going to do 3 night sails. So they're the last few legs. We're going to be able to build on our teamwork with every day. And so by the time we're doing the overnight stuff, I'm super excited about it. And to the crew, talking about Nolan and Zachary, you guys, it's going to be a good time. I'm sure of it. A good time. Good time. Why it is that I'm relocating to San Diego. So there are 2 things that I would make you aware of here. One is I was born in Oceanside, California. And 2, when you join the military, you have an idea of, wow, I'd like to go here. You put in a dream sheet. That's what they call it, because it's a dream, man. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. And I never got to San Diego, but I had some awesome tours. And that's the way the military is. You're going to have some ideas. I want to try to get here. Some people pursue their career more than they pursue location. Some people pursue location more than they pursue career. Just depends on what you choose. In the Coast Guard, we called it needs of the service. The needs of the service matched with the needs of Rick. So I have nothing bad to say about needs of the service. While it's going to be a super awesome epic adventure and it's worth doing in its own right if I have no plans in San Diego. But I do have plans in San Diego. And those plans are the 2022 Baja Haha Cruisers Rally. So the Baja Haha is to Cabo San Lucas, and there's parties at each stop, and then some people rally back and some people will stay in the Sea of Cortez, or they'll continue south for whatever their goals are. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. I think that there's nothing like the competence of a single-handing sailor. It reinforces a respect for the sea. The most important thing about sailing is staying on the boat. The second most important thing about sailing is if you go off the boat, you gotta stay afloat. Yeah, sailing with a crew is way more safer. So the Baja Haha, I encourage you to check it out. And if it's something you're interested in, reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested in doing it. In all likelihood, I will take one person, but I might take two. The boat is not super big, so this trip, that's going to be really telling, right? Because I've got three, and I think that's the max. And the reason is because if you anchor or more, you gotta sleep three people. Well, I have a V berth, I have a quarter berth, and I have a settee. I think it's doable, maybe a little cramped, but doable. It's gonna work out. I'm excited about it. August 19th is when we're leaving. August 19th. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun passage. We're gonna get offshore. We're gonna go hit some cool ports down the Pacific coast. 35 subscribers, that's a milestone. 35 subscribers, this sounds ridiculous, right? Yeah. 35 subscribers, this sounds ridiculous, right? That's a milestone. You know, when you're a small channel, it's a big deal. Every subscriber matters, right? It means more to me that you subscribe to the channel and watch what I'm doing, because I think you're gonna enjoy it. See you next week on the boat. New episode every Sunday. I'm not as think as you confused I am.